This content is for 18 plus mature audiences only. Expect explicit language, violence, and potentially unpleasant descriptions. Take breaks if needed for your mental health because your well-being matters. Now please welcome the cast and crew of the Wednesday Night Revival.
Hail to the yeah, welcome.
Wow! Look at this! Oh god, ow. As I hit my arm on my fucking mic. I
was
do
about
this!
to say, look,
Blood just elbow tapping. Anybody listening?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Revival with the Vitan Octet continuation. We are on episode fucking 5 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And none of us have died. Aren't you proud?
Give me a sec.
I've died inside. Does that count?
Hey guys, how does my new microphone sound?
Really
What?
close.
Why?
That's wild, because it's not plugged into shit.
That's what I thought.
Well, you know. It's fine. This is fine.
Brett's playing with
anyway.
fire.
I got a free Sennheiser.
Our lovely players, my lovely players, whom I'm totally not trying to murder, honest, found their way through the forest surrounding Stossman. About a 2 days journey they took to find the burrow of what they were told was taking out the residents in the village. Upon finding it, they, without checking anything, made their way into the cave, came up against a door. One of them disappeared, and was replaced by an orc.
I do want to retcon. He's more like, I said he was 6.5 feet tall. He's closer to 8. Because I forgot he's a full orc, not a half orc. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
He's 9'6". The opposite.
He's a big dude. Damn.
I don't know how you didn't see that coming. Sorry.
I know.
Nice.
They made their way through the door after a short little bit of mishaps into the main chambers of this cave, quickly being found by the inhabitant and directed to the back door, back to what looks to be a library or study of some kind, where they were introduced to Q-Rex, a currently 9 foot some odd tall dragon who is in a more humanoid form with his horns and such still there. I am on the thing. If you are doing something naughty, don't.
Gonna put my hands back here apparently because they can't be trusted.
I am watching Bright draw hearts. Bright, what are you doing?
And banned.
Whoa!
It's
If you aren't following Loki Lux, our friend to the channel, go ahead.
no free sponsors.
You just flashed their stream. Anyway,
It's fine, we never play Overwatch.
standing in the corner, he sort of sits back watching you for a hot minute, allowing you time to digest the fact that he is giving you this information. I believe you've been sent here for the wrong reason, if I remember correctly.
Exactly what they said.
Yes, and they threatened to murder us.
Oh. Never mind, sorry, I thought that was us starting.
Yeah, go. Start. Speak.
How dare you?
Oh, it was? Okay.
It is. Yes, I'm done.
Oh.
Speak, my
Everyone
children.
acted like it wasn't, so I bailed out.
Abort.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you think we were sent here for?
I think you were sent here by little Nigel to get rid of a dragon. Right? One that's terrorizing the town close by.
That's pretty much. Yeah.
You're spot on.
Have you
Kidnapping
been to any of the
people's
places where people have
important
disappeared?
thing.
Yeah, that is. I think the important part is people disappeared. You wouldn't happen to know something about that, would you?
I know plenty about it. But I'm not responsible for it, if that's what you're asking.
I think it's important that we all be able to take responsibility for our actions.
Do I believe this dragonoid?
Insight check if you want.
I was
Yes,
about to
please.
say I would.
Yeah, that's
also like
happening.
to request that.
Group wide.
Hey, it's not bad. 14.
That is a nat 20 for a 25, bitches.
2 for
Hey.
a total of 8.
Let's go.
I love how I made a druid who doesn't have proficiency in insight. Actually, it surprises me.
And insight's not super important for druids.
Alright, and Bright?
Is it's a natural 3, so I'm assuming I just. She's so
you know,
enamored
there's
by
a
this
lot of
natural
stuff going
20.
on recently. This guy's really tall.
Also, this is Jim's first natural 20 of the campaign.
This is.
Yep.
Look
This
at
is like
him.
Jim's like third total roll.
Why is that
Well,
so
I mean,
far?
made by you.
This is true.
yeah,
This is
well,
true.
that's-
I was the original Jim. It's fine.
Wow.
And then, never mind.
In the end, there can be
Look at me.
one.
I am the Jim now.
Anyway, now that I fixed that, there was something on the screen that was bugging me. Sorry.
How dare.
Tony. From every indication, you have talked to a lot of people in your life.
Mm-hmm.
From your history as taking orders, and beyond that, joining and starting your own party in the Adventurers Guild.
Well, even further back, one of the first things my father taught me was, you know, when you're making deals, you gotta see through the person, see what they want.
Precisely. You are very good at reading people. And he's not lying to you. He knows a bit about what's going on. You don't know if he knows everything. But he knows enough. And he is not responsible as far as he's concerned.
So, why would Nigel send us after you if you had nothing to do with this?
Did you check his shed? How about the places the people went missing? Did you look anywhere before you came here?
We did actually check a few places, but not the
You
shed.
checked with people. You haven't been to any of the disappearances. See, I have a nifty little thing of being able to watch everything in my area, in my territory. And when I heard things were starting to go weird down here, I thought maybe there was going to be something interesting.
Apologies for the intrusion. Sorry, and apologies for the intrusion. I meant no disrespect. My associate that isn't here has a tendency of finding trouble. Apparently.
One of the little ones from the druids in the woods. I know. I know who each of you are. It's not hard. Looking at Selena, then Thea, then Stitch. You all have such interesting stories.
What about yours? What's your role in this whole thing then?
I watch. I observe until things go a little bit too far gone, and then I stop it. But I also sometimes set people on the path to fix it for me. Look at my lovely contestants. Putting his hands out towards you all.
I'm sorry, is this a game?
Life's a game.
No disrespect.
There's nothing left but to play. Especially once you get to a certain level.
What color are their scales? My memory's is struggling with me. Like, if the scales that we can see, like...
The scales that you can see are this mirror polished silvery looking metal. But it doesn't have this typical distinct blue hue of true silver.
Is it like a platinum silver?
No.
What
Tell you
happens
what,
if we don't want to play?
Oh, well, then you go on your way. There's no real skin off my nose. I let it go for a little bit longer, and then I put them back in their place.
So you do have the people then? You just made them put them back?
I think they mentioned a shed. Sorry. I think they mentioned a shed. He mentioned a shed.
Yeah, but he said he'd put them back, so I'm just following poorly.
I don't...
So we
Them
need to go to
being
the sites.
the culprits, the people who are doing this, I put them in their place. Potentially 6 feet under. Depends.
So what are you actually looking to get out of this? Are we just entertainment?
Currently, yes. See, I have a job to do. It's part of this thing I joined a while back. And it means that whenever things like this happen, we have to intervene. This just happens to be in my neck of the woods. My side of the world.
You have a lovely little reading nook. I love this plant, and Tarb will kind of doing some druidcraft, brighten up some of the leaves and make it look more full for things that weren't there before.
You're not going to be around long, are you? Here.
Does Tarb know how long it lasts for?
He does.
Or
he
no?
has a general.
I've got maybe 30 minutes left, my lord, if I'm being honest.
I'm fine with shortening that.
Pardon?
And
Herb's
immediately... immediately, in Turb's place, Bull reappears, doing whatever Bull was doing.
Whatever noises you're making are not being picked up.
Sorry. He's aggressively eating something. They open up their hand. Truffle. Oh shit! And Bull's gonna fall on the ground, seeing this creature in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and scurry under the table. Guys, I think I found the dragon.
A little late.
I guess we went to the door.
We my ass. An orc did it.
Oh, that's where Turb went. Okay.
I would like to. Have you ever actually met Turb, or I think you're talking too high pitched for your mic
Oh.
to pick you up.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, my throat's still a little crappy. Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, we've known each other for a while. But hi. They stick their head out a little nervously.
Hello. Welcome.
And
I
Bull will
figured it was
take out.
best for all of you to actually be here.
So what exactly? Ow! Oh, shit! Bull is taking out that book, from the mayor's, place. In honor of the. What's Bull's clan's name? Do they really have a name, or are they just
They
kind
don't
of like?
really. They didn't never name themselves. They're just the
Oh.
druids in the woods.
In honor of the druids of the woods, I offer you this gift. Considering you like, flattened out trees with leather.
He's gonna wave his hand, and it's going to float out of your grasp to him.
Found
Well,
it.
you have your answer right here.
Couldn't read it. I can read, but just not.
We did.
that.
We did actually look at that, but none of us know the language, so it was unhelpful.
Yeah, there's like a little bit of abyssal, if I'm remembering correctly.
It's
And
partially.
that was-
It's basically.
It's
it is
a
a
mix of, like,
language
multiple
that
languages.
abyssal came from.
Yeah.
So it's old.
It's
That shit's ancient.
for a little metagaming. It's primordial.
Oh, that's right.
It's a root language.
Yeah.
No, wrong vegetable.
Okay.
You're right. It's a tuber language.
Quit gourding around, guys. We need to focus.
I
Both
don't
of
know
you
enough
roll
about
fucking D6s.
vegetable genus. But
It wasn't me this time.
Y'all are all silly beans.
Tony, roll a fucking
What's the damage?
D6.
Is it
Sounds
damage,
good.
or does something happen?
It's psychic damage.
That's 6 points of damage. Ow! They hit their head again on the as the book.
How
flew
many
out
of these you want? I got them loaded.
All of
My
them.
tongue. I bit my tongue.
Tony, roll 15d6.
Perfect. I'm gonna go take a
Fireball.
nap.
Jim just falls. Jim just falls over dead.
No.
Jim?
rolls ones on every single one of those. Still has half his health left.
Such bullshit.
Less
Anyway,
than. More than.
For
Yeah.
the record, do you want us to actually take this damage?
no.
Okay.
Oh,
I was like,
I was
because
born
I
ready.
was willing. I will suffer for
Yeah.
my craft. Well, Jim will suffer for my craft.
I actually prefer Tillamook over craft.
Tillamook is delition.
I could see that. But honestly, I did farming. I don't want to till anymore.
You can ask Ben and Jerry to do it.
My level 9 spell.
so
They've got baskins with robins in them. It's great. They've got 31 of them.
You know, it's Meteor Swarm. I'm sure that'll do something, right?
We're all
So
in a
what-
tight space.
So what exactly is? Oops. I gave myself more damage than healing. Hold on. What's the book? We were gonna go talk to the two ladies at the shop, the two elves, the Fae, but we wanted to come
here first, or something.
Or something.
I don't, or something. I'm not quite sure.
Good.
How do we get in
You
this
could
room?
call this.
They're in the room full of treasure.
Your friend. You have this in the well, shut the doors open.
Technically, he shoved through the doors. He literally went through them.
He brute
Yeah,
strengths it.
Yeah, Drip's pretty strong that
No.
way.
Oh, okay. The
If,
DM was
if the
being
doors
nice and
never
allowed
got
us in.
opened, how many
The
did
door
we?
was magic. We went through.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but there was the door in front of the metal, right?
No.
There was the
The
two metal
door-
doors.
So here's what happened. It was camouflaged as regular ass fucking doors. However, it is a sheet of liquid metal, basically.
So if you want to break the door, the first thing you have to realize is that there is no door.
Okay.
And once you realize that there is no door,
Magic
whatever you
is
want
the
to.
way he locked it, and he let you in.
because we are the one.
So, book. Sorry.
Call it
You.
an instruction manual. And he's going to float it back into the middle of this table here in front of you guys.
What? Build a couch?
Do primordials need couches?
I mean, I'm sure they sit on something.
On how to use the dead for your bidding.
Yeah, how to build dead couches.
You saw those things that attacked you.
Yeah.
They were
They're rough.
statues.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Magically imbued with necrotic energy. Where do you think a surplus of necrotic energy comes from?
Bad
Uh,
feelings.
I don't know anything about that stuff. I don't know.
Graveyard.
I think we're past semantics here, Stitch.
Ooh.
Actually, DM, I think you omitted information from me. When I was casting Detect Magic, when we had the book in my hands, you never acknowledged that there's any magic in it or anything like
There
that.
is
or
no
what type
magic
it would
in
have
it.
been. Oh, it's just booby trapped.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Planned that all along.
It's literally an instruction manual
Kitty
that was
traps.
booby trapped.
Mm. To be careful not to bite it. It's rather peppery.
Selena just sighs. Just
So it's Necromanicina. Necronat. Another.
the Necronomicon.
Necromamam, yeah.
Mama nom.
Do, 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 do.
Manamana.
Necromamamam. Rev, don't say the fun fact. Rev, don't do the fun fact. I know you want to. Every time. I don't believe you. So, but is it like a necromanam?
Of a way. In a way. It's full of accounts of people who have done it before. Passed down from master to servant. And on, and on, and on. It's been floating around for a couple of generations at this point.
I didn't know the Sith existed. I was told they'd all died out.
I'm going to end the stream. No story is going to ever end because I can't. I'm trying to be serious here, guys. You fuckers. You were the one complaining about, let's do a serious story, you fuck.
No, whoa. There was a different thing. That was in context later. But anyway.
I'm still focused on the ice cream puns. from
Sorry, I couldn't
earlier.
help myself. Keep going, please.
Magic like this should have been wiped off the face of the planet a while back. Necromancy's one thing. Taking the dead and reanimating them doesn't really hurt anyone.
I mean, I'm sure someone would beg to differ that.
Graveyard keepers, they lose their jobs.
There's an entire country full of necromancers. With rules.
Is that news for Stitch? Because that's the kind of stuff that Stitch is looking for.
That's news for Stitch, yes. It's probably news for most, if not all of them, y'all.
Fuck.
Which country is this?
Let me
And in
pull
what
up
direction is it?
my map.
West.
Just metagaming. I'm not sure if working in the military, there would be something that could be known if it's a nearby country that we might actually encounter.
It's not within the continent.
Okay, never mind.
Oh.
It's
So
gonna
it definitely wouldn't be
further away.
something Jim knows. Okay, cool. I was just trying to figure out what sort of a hold that would have. So yeah.
Would Jim have told Stitch about that? If he had
About
I'm
the
just out of
thing that
curiosity.
he didn't know.
If he was aware.
If he had known.
I don't know. It depends on, like, they've only been together for a month, so it depends on how, what a direct conversations, that sort of thing,
Sure.
they would have had. Could have been
Dahlia,
possible, but
by the way.
it doesn't. Thalia?
Delia. D-E-L-I-A.
Delia. Delia. Selena, what
Yeah.
is necromancy?
Necromancy was what we fought earlier. That was the product of it. It's death magic.
It's control over life and death.
Correction. Yes. Pointing at Stitch. Though,
Weird.
some of you would know all about that.
I feel like Thea pipes up at this point and goes, "Yeah, that's what my dad did."
Probably.
I think you see a visible reaction from Jim of like, fuck.
Jeez, wow, I can't believe you guys didn't know about that.
More cult shit.
Jim sighs and slowly pulls out their two swords to just kill Thea because they're just a cultist. Just like
It's fine.
Ferret,
You're fine. She's
I
fine.
call you Mono because it's the first word I see. It's fine. Hello.
Hello.
But yes. Any more questions, or shall we get on with the story?
Just the one, but I can ask you later. But I'm sure you're not going to eat me.
and Bull will take 2 steps back behind Celine.
Kirix is gonna lean down. You're too small to eat, little one. Wouldn't even be half of a bite.
Can you read minds?
Smiling very big.
I think only Selena here, but they'll say, "Fell out of the nest when I was in it. Ashley, what the fuck do you want from me? Come on."
Just angry, tiny kobold noises, insecure about their body.
Why is there a fireball running around in my library?
Because it's not updating on Bright's stream.
Anyway.
I'm putting in the notes that Kay threatens that they wouldn't eat Bull because he's too small, and then I put a preface that says, Bull says, "No, what I'm sensitive about.
Kind of accurate.
I mean, valid.
Yeah.
So, you have his memoirs, his instruction manual. I've given you a couple of hints at this point. What do you plan
Nigel
on doing?
stealing the people?
Huh?
Is Nigel stealing the people?
Nigel's killing the people.
Oh. Oh no. The nice tiefling lady. She's dead.
She's dead.
He's like, oh, no.
Wait, people are going. Are people dying? That's sad.
Mean for my delivery to be like that, but because it's just like
Oh no.
Jim is just so done with all of them. Y'all.
He's eating the people.
He's not eating them.
He
What?
could be.
Honestly, if he was eating them, that would be at least kinder.
I
Know about that. I don't think that's true.
Would you rather be killed and eaten, or enslaved in your own corpse for eternity?
That's what being alive is. Until you
I
die,
don't
at
know. When
least.
you're alive, you're at your own mercy. You decide what you do.
there's a key
I'm
I'm a
difference.
cleric.
So really quickly, necromancy in this world.
Mm-hmm.
There is a clear line. Souls cannot be harvested and put back into bodies. They can be harvested for energy. They cannot be put back into bodies. The only thing animating undead is purely the creator's magic.
Okay. I mean, I think there's something to be said that, sometimes people just can't control what happens to them. I mean, I was in a weird little forest area. There were a bunch of huts inside of trees. A random lady gave me a bunch of truffles. Oh, truffles? And people start reaching into their pockets. They just have, like, pockets of truffles.
Offerings of truffles. You lot are a amusing bunch.
Bulls slowly wander over, forgetting they're a dragon, and kind of put it on the ground and then wander back behind Selena.
Tim, what do you think about all of this?
I mean, here's the question. We could maybe take things on your word. Kay, are we calling you? Is that what you prefer?
Curix, but if K works for you.
Curix.
Or Craxic. Sorry, I'm...
Craxic. I was
Craxic.
like, did I spell it wrong?
No,
That makes-
Craxic.
What?
Gotcha, Cockix.
Coccyx.
Craxic. No, that was a
Crackix.
joke. Blood. But anyway, Krakix. Why should we believe you? Like what? I understand that you are at minimum motivated by self-preservation. I would be too. Maybe by annoyance, even. But what sort of proof do we have of leave you alone here, leave everything we sort of went to go find, the journey that we've been on, that we've already risked our lives on, to go back to the person who hired us and say that they've done it Surely you have some, small even. I'm sure it's not much to you. Something that you could show us that might help reassure us that we're on the right path.
You're a wordy one.
You should
Fine.
meet my brother.
This way. And he's
Notated.
gonna go through the door behind him.
Jim's gonna look and say, "You know what? I will take a trouble." I think pop one immediately. Go. Actually, that's not bad. You got another? Before headed through the door, they'll just grab a handful of them. Like, look, either we're dead or we're having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is, you know.
We're dying. Pop. Eat your truffles, friends.
So, yeah, Jim is gonna head through the door. Then say, it's up to y'all, but I'm
I
going.
follow.
Likewise.
I
This
take
next
Thea
room
by the hand and walk
looks-
up with them in.
Considerably more in disarray. Like there is actively research being done on different knickknacks that you see spread across these tables. You see random twigs with strange crystals kind of encircling them, and another set of like these strange little glass baubles in the shape of a variety of different animals, laid out very neatly on this like pristine kind of pillow. And more just items that look expensive. And then there's the out of place elements of there's a mushroom over there and I don't know why it's glowing, but it's glowing.
Paul goes to inspect the mushroom.
Oh, of course he does. Give me a nature check.
Oh, I'm so good at those. Oh, that's actually not too bad. 12.
You don't recognize it off the top of your head. You know you've seen it before, but you can't exactly place where.
What? It wasn't on this plane, I take it?
Probably not.
They go to open their mouth and take a lick and then just recoil. Remembering, this isn't mine.
Crexix makes his way back to a sort of large bookshelf looking thing with folded doors covering a good deal of it. And he kind of waves his hand again, and the doors kind of start folding back in on themselves. And in there sits this very intricately carved... I was just putting my hand in front of my fucking camera. Intricately carved mirror with like these etchings on the outline that reminds you of celestial bodies. Maybe like nebulas gathered and coalescing and moving. And as you watch it more, they are moving slowly around the outside of this mirror. Name a victim.
Oh, I know this. I got this.
The blacksmith's wife is. Jim will know her name. I don't.
Lyra.
Um,
I believe it was Lyra or Lydia, one of the two.
Lyra.
Lyra. he goes and touches the very tip of one of his claws to it, and there is a cascading ripple. And you see before you Lyra, what you assume to be Lyra. She fits the description that her husband gave you, at the very least. A beautiful young tiefling woman who is just walking through the forest. You don't know exactly where. It's a little foggy beyond just her. And she looks to be kind of watching her surroundings very closely, looking for something in the growth. And then there's a light in her face when she realizes that she's found whatever she was looking for. And she goes to lean down and starts picking and grabbing and sorting out different herbs into a little basket that she had. Followed swiftly by an instant dulling in her eyes and collapse. And then from the outer edges of this vision comes fuck, what did I name this bastard?
Are you trying to think of the mayor's name?
Nope. It's another person.
Is it the servant dude?
Was it the maid? Was the maid all along?
It was the butler. The butler did it.
The cook, but
With the knife?
yeah, the cook. Whoever I said the cook was.
Is that the nice tiefling lady?
No.
No, I think you said Lawrence was their name or something like that. It was with an L.
Lawrence or something along that line.
Yeah.
I can't remember, dude. That dude. His name is Lawrence now.
Okay. Well, that's not... Why? Why are you people like this, looking to the mostly humanoid folk around them?
If you gave us the name of the cook, you didn't, because I didn't notate it. So
Okay.
his name is Lawrence now.
His name is Lawrence now. His name is Lawrence, and he's the cook.
I don't think we get introduced to them.
You did. He had brought you some snacks while you were in the.
Okay.
Because
we got the maid lady. Her name is Jelana.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said that Lawrence was going to come bring you some drinks, and it kind of never really happened because you immediately went in on Nigel, but you guys have seen him.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, Bull looks to all of you and says, why are you people like this?
Shuts up. I've never
Is
eaten
that sufficient proof, Jim Thomas?
I have further questions, but that does seem to at least somewhat satisfy what we're looking for. You seem to be someone who enjoys this. Does this creation show any death?
Not just any death. One has to know of the death. One has to know the name and the location. If you would like to test it out yourself, to verify my proof.
I think I've seen enough.
He snaps his finger and it instantly closes back up. Artifacts like this have entirely too much power in the mortal realm. It's safer to be kept away.
I actually have a question. What about the other adventuring parties that Mayor Nigel sent to investigate all of this? Did they ever reach out to you? Like, did they find you and go through this same process, essentially?
You're the first to actually listen, beyond seeing me.
So let me guess. They all just drew swords or axes or bows or
Spoons.
wands even.
Sorry.
Instead of listening, they took action. I reacted.
Are you surprised that we're actually listening?
Not all of you are human. Not even humanoid. Not really. You have a variety of stories that make you different than the average adventuring schmuck.
Egos win fights, but they lose a lot of wars.
You're definitely one of Gallius's actual picks. Gallius, by the way, would be the person who started the Adventuring Guild. Tony, you would know.
Yeah, okay. And they said Gallius's actual pets?
Actual
Picks, I think.
picks.
Pigs. Oh, okay. We've never met.
You probably have. He has a way of getting himself very much in common with the new ones. Especially ones that show promise at all. Especially if you
she's
showed up
calling you a
with
prodigy.
that.
Mm.
Points over at Stitch. On his doorstep.
I'd rather not be associated with what this guy's done.
I am not affiliated with this woman.
Wait, with Gallius or with?
With Gallius or Jim?
Yes.
Jim is going to look back. Do you know of them? Also, Jim is going to look back at K. I'm going to call him K because I can't remember which one it is at this point. And I'm
Valid.
trying to not make jokes out of it. And the more variations I have, the more likely I'm going to make a joke here.
Listen here, Galactus.
Yeah.
Listen here, Karis.
But anyway, also, and Stitch goes by, is it by they them? Or by he, him? I don't
Stitch is
remember.
he, him.
Okay.
Stitch is any pronouns. No, that's what it was.
Oh,
You
then
can-
never
Too many
mind.
things to be locked down.
Yeah. I've been using him because I've been thinking about it. But yeah, no, Stitches any and all.
Okay, never mind then. I was gonna correct Kay a little bit, but I think that works in that scenario, so I'm not gonna correct them then.
He didn't say it with any malice, if that helps.
Got it. Okay. Cool. That is good. So you know of them, Stitch.
I'm gonna be honest, I was super spaced out and my name was called out, and I thought we were talking about the mayor when I said that.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry.
we were talking about... So, Gallus Viridius Platus.
Yes, I
Jackie
studied
Platt.
ancient Rome.
I'm gonna just
Who-
copy
the
and
fourth.
paste it into the thing. Copy.
Yes.
No, thank you.
But no, in that case, I did not say that. Like I said, I thought we were talking about the mayor still, and Stitch is vehemently opposed to like this type of necromancy. That's what that reaction was.
Gotcha. Okay,
I've done it. I screwed everything up. It's fine. I fixed it.
You had a quick and fast response to that, and so it's like whoa. Okay. Then we'll roll that back. Then, while fireballs are getting thrown.
It's fine. Sure.
Lesson learned.
It's in general.
Don't try and do work stuff while streaming.
Valid.
Seems fair.
But no. That name.
Yep, Galactus.
Gallus.
Gallus.
Plautus.
Plautus.
Love those. They're delicious.
Flautas are amazing. Anyway.
Yes, they are. Do you know them?
I know of them.
Now,
They,
I
a
was
little bit
asking,
of
Dragon
backstory. The Adventurers Guild was started well over a century ago. Close to the 2-century mark at this point, and Gallus was rumored to have been human. The current acting
There's no
head
statue
of
of-
the Adventurers Guild is one sec.
Tarrying Darrington, the fourth.
A gentleman named Jim Thomas.
No, it's Thomas Jim.
Is right.
Currently
It's,
an elf named Siren Petrum.
Skyrim
Skyrim?
Petrum?
Siren Petrum.
Oh,
I heard Skyrim fully. Like I
did too.
I was like,
we're
that
gonna get
can't be
Master Chief
right.
next,
That
right?
can't be right.
John Halo's gonna show up in this campaign.
Alongside John Skyrim. Or Tim Skyrim, sorry.
So, what are you? What are you and Gallus? Some sort of bunch of bored gods that decided to no longer be detached?
Well, you guessed me right. I am a dragon. Mercury, to be specific.
A dragon? Is that saying they're the planet Mercury
metal.
or
it's
the
the
metal Mercury?
The
Okay.
metal Mercury. He is a
they're
Mercury dragon.
They're a silver metallic dragon, but not silver. There's a Mercury door.
Yeah.
We're all idiots.
I have been laying you out so thick!
There are so many things
Not
that
gonna-
are really close to silver, but not silver, for the record.
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
And
with the way
metallic
that
metals, there are at least 3 that I know of.
And
Like
also, not to mention everyone else was sorry, not to cut you off, Tony, but like everyone else was like, oh yeah, kind of rainbow, kind of it, and I was like, It's not bismuth, is it? Like, because that's also a very liquidious metal, or like gem metal. So
Gem.
I think we
Very
thought
well
way
could
too
be.
hard on this.
Boulder doesn't know what mercury is.
no, Bull is like, that's what's in the fish that I ate when I was younger, right? At least it's not a
Not a
lead
po-
dragon.
Bull's just looking
Boomer
inside
shit.
the wall.
Rev. Okay.
Are they a dragon too then?
I'll leave that to them. It's not my secret to sell.
Why are you helping us? Other than us not, trying to attack a dragon. Who would attack a dragon? Also, I thought you would have bigger... Guys tries to show wings but keeps fumbling with their backpack.
He does
answer
have
your
wings. They're just he's small form.
To answer your first question there, Bull, we were here to attack a dragon. They just
Were?
spoke first. Yes.
Oh, I wasn't. I was just curious.
You know,
This was
they have
something
a
that was
point
said.
there.
Like, we were told that this is what the job would be, was that we'd probably end up fighting a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You were there for that.
Mm-hmm.
You sure I wasn't in the bathroom?
The bathroom was after that conversation.
It was
And I
Right,
did.
begin to...
And I did make sure to reiterate it before we left on this adventure.
I will grab one of Bull's horns and like refocus him by shaking him a little bit.
Oh,
You need to take the snow globe sometimes to make sure it looks pretty.
Once
I feel like
again,
you hear like a clanking noise in there.
There's a saying my
Flanking.
grandmother used to say for
Cowbell.
stupid people. She said, their heads are playing ping pong with their ass. And that's what Bull is.
oh my.
but other than us, not attacking, apparently, why help?
It's typically best when mortals solve their own problems. We intervene when necessary. But for the most part, at least for my stance, I'm hands off. You all fumble about, bumping into things, trying to figure things out. Things that have been long since learned. Trying to find a new way to create something that doesn't need to be created. Mortals shape the everyday because there's not enough of me and my kind, or those lived long enough. So I leave it to you to solve your own problems with a little nudge here and there.
So, how does one dispose of a necromancer?
Thoroughly.
Essentially.
My personal retort as Mallory was like, well, that's how we get someone like you, Stitch. So, like, well, how do we really get rid of it?
Oh, cold as hell.
You
Um,
kill
Mine
them,
not
and
to
then
get on
you
their
kill their power source.
I have a.
I,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just gonna say, I feel like this is a whole storyline that we're gonna have to work through up the chain and everything. Looks at audience.
Is
I don't know. Yeah, it's right there. Let's just go shoot him.
I have at least two more questions.
and I might
Maybe.
have one, maybe two as well.
Ask away.
So, you've talked about this power source. This book doesn't have to have been the one we presented to you that apparently has all the answers that we can't read. Doesn't happen to tell us where that power source might be, would it?
Don't know. Never read it.
Is that grin?
The grin is his.
I feel like
I
that's
am in
hiding
character.
something a little bit. Can I insight again?
Go for it.
There's no way I'm getting a nat 20 again, but I'm running for it anyway.
I will
Guidance.
give you.
Use your weighted dice.
I am. Can I give them advantage? Because I'm also curious. But Bowl, because Bowl is gonna ask basically the same question, or like questions about the book. But if not, I will just roll on my own.
Guidance.
Roll on
You
your
must
own
not read
because
from the book.
What was that, Blood? I'm sorry.
roll
I
on
couldn't hear
your
you,
own.
Red.
You're good. You're good.
Roll on my own. No, I
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm getting guidance.
That's a
So-
plus 1d4.
What'd you get?
So without the d4, I rolled a 24.
Oh, I was gonna be
That
so
is a
happy.
26 in total, which is better than the first time.
I rolled a total of 20, but I rolled a natural 19.
I also rolled a natural 19.
I don't
So-
feel nearly as impressed or happy about this though, given the results.
So, both of you know, with him revealing that he is a Mercury dragon, they're known to be a little off kilter, a little insane.
Oh.
I
This
thought-
is a game to him. This is
Blood-
fun.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you were gonna lay down the word mercurial on us, and I was ready for it.
You should have.
No.
I'm also gonna be honest. They should stop giving themselves tongue baths if they keep going insane.
No, it's fine. He's fine.
What
So they're a
the
little
fuck does
insane.
that
Okay, cool.
mean? We don't have time for that.
I'll explain later.
We don't have time to
We don't have
unpack.
time to unpack
all
all
of
of that.
So basically, yeah. So their off-kilter smile is not that they're hiding something, but more that they're just a little cuckoo. Got it.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No, as you talk to this man, you're definitely getting like hints of he's not completely sane anymore.
Gotcha.
He is logical and he makes sense and he doesn't lie. However, he is not having, from what you see, the proper emotional response to things that he's saying.
Like
So
someone
he's a
who's
literal
been,
psychopath.
like someone who's been taking a little too much mercury.
I'm leaving this campaign. I'm
Oh.
just gonna drink my water in the corner.
Make sure it's not mercury.
It's black in there. I don't know.
Stardust.
No, anyway, moving on from that. So one of the second question I had
Mm-hmm.
is these other parties have taken an aggressive tact. Now, I would wager they maybe have had some things on them that were more useful than a regular sword, but not quite as amazing as your mirror. Things that might be useful to us, but would be almost beneath you. You know what I mean? Right? Um, a well-crafted sword doesn't do much for someone like you, right? Or a shiny shield. I mean, you have thousands of them.
And if it would help,
Not all of them made it here. They
Oh.
were accosted just the same as you.
Mm. So were the statues yours then?
No. Those are his.
Hmm.
They just lurk.
But what about the ones that did? And that question still stands.
and if it would make things a bit more interesting for you, the book is yours. We aren't gonna need it, and you seem to like things. And a bowl still next to the mushroom, and it's just like peeling off some of the skin of it with their claw.
Make a persuasion check.
Sure. Yeah.
Which one?
Guidance. I think it's for Jim.
I was
It's
for
Jim.
sure.
Um,
I don't know
Jim
if
is
you are
doing-
as well.
Jim is doing persuasion with advantage because of the offer that Bull made.
Okay.
I got you, boo.
Yeah.
Some shit to give you fuckers.
Oh, well, I'm glad for the advantage. Come on. That is 17. One of those rolls was a natural one, so thank God.
He looks at you, waves their hand, and you just turn into all of your atom components to make up your body. Oh.
The worst.
Figured if we're taking on a necromancer, we might as well see if we can get some cool toys.
That's fair.
Like, you know.
I was gonna be like, did the previous adventuring party leave anything of value that we can use? Considering they were going to fight a dragon?
What
Granted.
flavor element would be associated with a mercury dragon?
Metal.
So, no, actually, let me pull up his stat sheet.
I
Well,
got
then, babe.
Tony, that's what matters.
I have to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
How dare you?
Wait, Blood is looking some stuff. Do we just want to take a quick break? Because that'd be good
Yeah,
for the
it's about
bathroom.
that
That'd be good
time.
for reset time. That'd
It's
be
about
great
that time.
for just
Yeah,
a
it's
minute.
about 9 anyway. So let's
Yeah.
hit a break real quick, you guys. And when we come back, we'll answer questions and continue on with the story. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
See you guys
Sounds
in like an
good.
hour. Bye.
Bye!
Howdy,
Hello.
y'all.
Oh, I didn't
Ow.
go back to the thingy. There we go. I fixed it.
That's awkward.
It's fine. Hi guys, how's it going? We're back.
Hello.
Look at this. I have chips.
I have tea.
Jingle, jingle, we've got snacks. I hate when people do that.
Jingle, jingle, it's a tea bag.
Yum yum yum.
Say drippy, drippy.
Drippy, drippy.
I hate that.
Anyway, so, just so chat knows, the elemental damage from a mercury dragon would be poison. That being said, even if you're immune to poison, there are lots of other things I can do to you.
I don't think
Okay,
any
I
of
feel
us
like
have
that was
immunity
a
to
direct
poison.
dig.
I
Oh.
think one of us might be a little bit immune to it.
Hmm.
Just a little bit.
Weird.
Anyway. Any more questions you all would like to ask him? Oh wait, no, I was getting you medical items.
Yes.
I know
Yeah.
what I'm doing. Here we go.
Thank you, friends, for all those that watch us. Whether you be lurking or chatting, we are appreciative of your company, for your subs, for your follows, for your likes, your comments, all of it. Thank you. Or something like that, I'm not quite sure.
We are grateful to have a viewer like you. Thank you.
I think we're quite
Whatever PBS
to
says
get.
at the end of their ads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The
There we
PBS
go.
outro.
And then I can share this. In general, you may choose one item from this list.
One shotgun, please.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh, hey.
Oh, I can't look at it.
Ah.
Oh wait, I can on my
Actually,
other
you
computer,
can.
though. I can.
No.
on my other
Honestly,
Hey,
you
Russ.
looking at it probably would help the chat any fucking way.
I mean, also you have a cell phone.
I mean, yeah, and I also have a literal computer in front of me. Bloop, 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 bloop. Raha.
This is how I
A
give
plus
my
2
players.
trident.
I do love the idea of us like having to talk the conversation with this dragon and being like, I'm just gonna grab this dragon slaying sword, don't worry about it.
Well, I mean, I've asked, right? So immediately to me, and I'm just going to talk above board. We can have this conversation in character if you would like, but I'm just going to talk above board. For me, my first thought goes to the 2 armors of resistance with necrotic damage, or the prayer bead with favor.
Saw that too, and it's actually.
Wow, I didn't
super
check the
cool.
gold on that one. Holy shit. All right.
You don't have to pay for any of these.
I know, but that usually does also correlate to usefulness or like
it's
overall
a wondrous
power.
item.
And
Like
it's
a rare wondrous item.
4 times more expensive than the next thing on this list.
How
That
many
tells
of
me
these are we
something.
allowed to have? Like, is
One.
he just okay? One each or one total?
One each.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
This is a one-shot.
Oh, that
It's
different.
changes things.
Oh, I thought we all got to pick one. Holy shit. Okay.
Oh. Why do I feel like Cole is gonna get the vicious sling?
It was either that or the light hammer +2. Well, I wanted to get the scimitar of like sharpness just for like the wild cardness of it, but they're not proficient with scimitars. was
The
sad.
prayer. I feel like one of us has to get the prayer bead. Like it.
What
The only thing is,
my way?
I don't know if how that would work for me.
It requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin.
So I would have. I mean, technically, any of us could get it. I would attune it to you, because it only takes an hour. So I would just have to be like concentrating on it for that long.
Did you check with our DM that you can do that in this game?
Oh shit, you right.
I was like, I've never heard of that rule before.
I've never heard of that
There's a
rule
house
either.
rule
Oh.
in Brett's games.
No, it was
I'm
actually a house
learning-
rule in a different game that I was in.
Oh.
Where but Brett did also do the same one. So, but if DM says no, I mean either way, one of us is gonna take. I think Selena would take the prayer beads.
What? Bull's gonna take the hammer +2.
Oh, damn it.
Put it on their belt. They're gonna go with the scimitar sharpness, and I imagine you'd be like, nope, just nope. put it down.
I mean, I just think like the thought of someone attacking with a vicious sling is so funny. Like I don't know, like
Actually, I'll
it's
check
so
if I can use the
ridiculous.
vicious sling. Bull will take it, because that's let's see, sling.
It is a it should be a light finesse weapon.
Oh.
Uh,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's simple range. This is a simple weapon. The only thing is that it's 1d4 damage. It's not super like.
Well, so is the hammer though.
That's true. So do you want range or do you want hammer?
Hammer.
They can. Okay, I think I didn't realize I could take the sling, so they're 100% taking the sling. They bonk themselves in the hammer, go, ah, nope, throw it behind them into a pile of coins, and they just think, ooh, chewing leather, neat, and they wrap it around their hand.
I'm gonna
Do
grab
the
that
necklace.
chain shirt of necrotic resistance.
Okay.
It is funny to me that there is a scimitar dragon slayer
thought-
scimitar in
I
here.
thought that too.
I mean, they were coming to slay a dragon.
It works perfectly. I love it. That's why it makes me happy. I think I have to go with the scimitar of sharpness. I thought about the chain shirt,
It's pretty cool.
like chainmail of resistance. Let me double check what this actually does.
Was it you the one that said we should grab both of those?
I said I thought it was for us as a group, one or the other, and I thought as a group wide having some armor for some of our weaker folks could be really helpful. I do think Thea might be smart to grab. 'Cause
Ooh.
what are we getting for Thea / are we just
I
providing this
think
to them?
I figured that darkness can pick it later.
Perfect.
I feel
That's
like
what I kind
the
of thought
scimitar
too.
sharpness would be good for them as well, though. Like that'd be a good weapon because it's dex based.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
so
know
that
that-
doesn't
The
fight.
wounding.
The what?
She's afraid of fighting, so it would be better for her to get either a ranged weapon if she's going to do that, or armor.
Or the leather +1 might be good.
Yeah. Either way, she can pick that when she comes back.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll let her. No worries there. I just wanted to ask the question there. But yeah, if we were picking for the group, that's what I was saying, because I was under the impression that we had
One item total.
yeah, one item. I think yeah,
I'm a high reward DM.
I'm gonna have to go with Sword of Sharpness, or the Scimitar of Sharpness. Yeah, because an extra 14 slashing damage, and then the possibility of lopping off a limb is wild.
Yeah.
So
Oh, is this for freaking real? Hold on. Okay, so I chose the beads like as an official thing. Like I did choose the. Holy cow. Okay.
Blood, you have to tell us what color beads are on it.
Yes. I figured we can do that after game.
Yeah.
Tonight. But it says once a magic bead spell is cast, that bead can't be used again until the next dawn. These are
Yep.
renewable every day.
Mhm.
Imagine
I know one of
playing
these I
your ally.
can't have though. I'm assuming that one of these spells that's on here I cannot use per stuff that we've talked about, but
Dependent. It's a magical item that's casting the spell, not you.
Was that an intentional pun?
I get it.
go to the corner.
Anyway,
Loophole.
well, we'll discuss more on that later.
Yeah.
Found your toys.
Yes. Thank you.
You've been most generous.
Quite a change in tone from when we first met.
Well, you've been watching us long enough to know.
You're all such a treat. I'll
Thank
give
you.
you one last piece of advice. Find his shed first. And then talk to him. Otherwise, I can guarantee this won't end your way. Go. And he kind of starts
Leave.
shooing you out of there.
Bye.
I'm surprised he doesn't just like teleport us out, to be honest.
You're muted,
Like-
Rev.
No, I'm not. You're muted.
Okay.
I just said Stitch is already changing the change shirt as they're walking out of the room.
Can I get a call off of what everyone chose again, just for record?
Scimitar of sharpness.
Okay.
Vicious sling.
Necrotic resistant chain shirt.
Look at my children going off, murdering things. Go, go. And with that, you all easily make your way back to the door and up to the surface.
How are we gonna find his shed?
Well,
Did
I
you see
assume-
one out the bathroom window?
Did I, when I was traveling, was there a shed on the premises that I would have spotted?
I thought I remember you saying that, so I wasn't sure.
Mm-mm.
No, I was too busy trying to break into his room to see a shed.
I thought you were gonna say I was too busy pooping.
You pooping?
You
I mean,
pooping?
they did in fact do the pooping, but that's not what they were doing most of the time.
I was doing a heckin' sneak.
So
Doing
sneaky.
heckin'
Much
criminal
subterfuge.
activity. Yes.
Okay.
Gotta check for spells actually.
I mean, should have asked if he knew the old lady. the one that I gave the mushrooms to?
Auntie Ethel?
Nope. Do you
The one
suspect her of being immortal?
No, but if if the if Neville was trying to, kill her and then the dragon intervened, why?
Did you mean Nigel, Brett?
Yes, but that's bull trying to think.
His name is now Nibble.
Neville,
Call him that
like
to his
Neville
face.
Longbottle.
Did you just say long bottle?
I did, and then I realized that I'm drunk, apparently.
Listen,
I'm not.
I recognize that she's not a good author, but these names are easy to remember.
Yeah, like Cho Chang.
No.
Long Bottle is a part of the fan fiction.
I was gonna say, I was like, that's a fanfiction adaptation.
Oh
Definitely,
my, what a
definitely.
long bottle you have.
Anyway, you guys find yourself up top of the original incline cave that you traversed down to find the lair of the dragon. Where would you like to go from here? What would you like to do?
But like, you see my point, right? Like, why they intervene, or like what happened?
I mean, they told us somewhat of why they intervened. There are things unsaid. But what I understood it to be was there are beings about this world who have sectioned it up and decided to pick up, I don't know if I would call it a guardianship, but a maintenance role for some reason or another. And this is one. And when certain folks get out of hand, they step in. It may not have had anything to do with the old lady herself. Maybe it did. I don't know.
Give me a history check, really quick.
While they're all talking and we're getting back to the cart, like I'm like focusing on attuning to the necklace, just a
That's an 8.
thing.
Never mind.
That's what I thought.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Jim is
I mean,
pulling the
she-
philosophy out of his butt. It's fine.
I mean, he seemed to, and Neville really seemed to like her, or he said something about her, right? Like, there was something that, like, she lived in a cursed dwelling or whatever, but he actually liked her or something.
The dragon or the mayor?
The clan, yeah, the mayor, that's the word. I was gonna say clan leader or cult leader.
Pointed to Erlen.
He's not a cult leader.
I thought necromancy was culty things.
I mean, he is a cult leader, but that's kind of beside the point right now.
Thea says, well, I don't think so, because my daddy didn't do all of those things.
He didn't bring back the things that we killed. They just killed them and used their souls and got rid of the bodies.
Yeah, cult shit.
It's fine.
But, if we want, I could, I can try and see where more magical things are if we want to try to go around the village and not go through one of the main roads, see if we can see any more of the statue-y things or anything like that.
That could be good. I also am sort of developing a plan. I think once we see what is in the shed, we could pretend to return victorious.
Mhm.
We have devastated the creature, and we are here to collect our reward.
Mhm.
And of course, all of this is based on what we find in the shed and the work we do there.
Mhm.
Then we strike, right?
Mhm.
Because right now I think we have the element of surprise. You've hunted by ambush, right, Bull?
Yeah, that's something that was typically, yeah, that's what, whether it be from, merchants, or if we're trying to get some like deer or boar or angry stumps for honey.
Mm-hmm. So you know that
Them angry
some
stumps.
creature. So you know that some creatures, the moment they notice you, you've lost. Unless you
Or it's
can
not
get,
worth it anymore.
yeah. This may be one of those creatures. This person, this Neville, as you said, Nigel. But
Huh?
don't worry
They're
about
trying to
it.
lick their eye again.
Bull is such a fucking treat.
Are you all on board with an ambush?
Yeah. I mean, I have an idea of how we can deal with him as well. But that's something that we don't need to really do until later.
He might not want to see me, considering there's a small chance his room might have been on fire when I left. I kind of left in a panic. I didn't check.
He set fire to his personal.
No. So when I
Office?
went to go to the bathroom, I went in instead. I went to the bathroom. Obviously, I washed my hands, of course. Um, went into his room to see if there's anything worth inspecting, or seeing if there's anything worth of my time. And there
Good word for
was,
theft.
as you would say, potata or tomato. Anyway, I go into the room, and the book is shiny. It's glowing, kind of like
Their horn glows and press. They're kind of the tether of energy that they saw with
so the book was there. And when I grabbed it, something went off, and there was purplish green fire.
Hmm.
And I took it, and then I ran back into the bathroom, had to go again, and then I joined you guys. That time I don't think I washed my hands, though. Don't remember. So they might not be too happy to see me.
Well, that's also if you got caught in their office.
Bedroom. They had a very nice bed.
The area that you took the book, like, it's only
Mhm.
if they caught you coming out of the room or going into it in the first place. And you didn't get caught, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
DM, do you remember if they got caught?
They did not.
well, but Bull didn't see anything that would make them seem like
No,
they were
I know,
caught,
I
so-
know.
Were you trying to get
being a
information
turd.
from the DM?
I'm being a turd.
Dare you try to
uh,
exploit things from our lovely dungeon, our wolf pack leader?
Yeah,
How
who
dare
would
you.
do that?
Who would exploit them for random magical items?
Yeah, definitely no one here.
Listen, not the person with the literal privilege stone. Like, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, the white man asking for more stuff.
Mm.
Hey,
Yeah.
with that new sword that looked really fly for a white guy.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No.
But
We're heading back to the cart. We go past the river, all that stuff.
Yeah, we actually used the bridge this time.
Bull does it. Bull wasn't even paying attention. They just walk across towards where
bridge
the
is right
wagon
here?
was.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Isn't it pretty?
I wouldn't know a bridge if you shook a stick at me.
Isn't it so pretty? I did the thing. I made it.
Bull
Anyway.
goes towards the wagon. How long were we down there for? Like, what's the day look like?
It is definitely later on in the day.
Okay.
Especially with you going through and rifling through the bits and bobs of treasure that you guys did from previous adventurers, whose adventures and lives ended very suddenly here.
They did?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh.
They said that they fought people and killed them because they wanted to fight, and Kraxic didn't. So
That's smart to be fighting dragons. That just doesn't seem like it'd be a good idea.
for
It can be a good idea at times. If the dragons are... Well, if you approach it intelligently, with a good crew, and with...
I'm not very
well
good at
outfitted.
doing that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, approaching this would not have been a good anywhere.
Above the
He's-
table, I'm well aware.
He's
Above
not an
the
ancient
table,
dragon.
I'm well aware.
He's a great worm.
Oh,
It's bigger.
I mean, that's yeah.
Once again, above the table, I'm well aware. However, Jim is just
However-
talking about dragon hunting in general. And it's doable.
sure. But I'm not very good at the whole stratagem thing.
Well,
I mean, I did get the
if you'd
book.
like to learn,
Learn what?
stratagems.
Oh. Okay.
so
And they'll
we
sit-
find. Sorry.
We'll sit closer to Jim, curious to hear these tales of whatever the hell stratagems are.
Bull is just
Jim is going to arrange, take out his deck of cards and arrange them in different manners to show ways of attack, some methodology of fights, of war, of pincer movements, different things like that, right?
Mhm.
Huh. Interesting. Anyway, no idea. Okay, cool. Love that for us. I love that only Blood and I have seen this. Anyway, don't worry. There's nothing going on in the background.
I mean, I noticed that Rev left, but I didn't know what was going on with that.
Are your lights blinking?
I'm here. I'm just dealing with some. I'm dealing with fucking hiccups, and it's pissing me off.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Oh.
that's fair. That's totally fair.
No, it's a
Mhm.
different thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was too busy looking into Tony's eyes.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, they're talking through a couple of different base level strategies using
Mhm.
cards and okay, so this is one's more powerful than that one, and so you want to put out an array of these. The hearts are this side, the diamonds are this side, and we're gonna do the right. We don't have to go all the way through it.
Right.
I
DM,
can, Blood, if you need me to fill time for some reason, but usually that's not the case.
DM, what do I need to roll to see if Bull attains any of this information with their ADHD ass?
Let's go with a intelligence roll
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Cocked disadvantage. Oh, okay, that's
7.
That means they rolled an 8.
Yeah.
You know, it's fine. Jim was telling you a lot of nifty things. You're not sure if any of it stuck, but it's pretty cool new words you've learned. And also, the
their eyes
cards
are
were pretty.
and nodding. Yeah.
The cards
And
were
we-
cool and the words were words.
Yes.
Trying to get
But
to.
that-
Is
Mhm.
this it? This is it.
Yeah, when we get close enough to the spot where we were before, like, that's when Bull will... I can cast this a few times a day. Quite a few, I think. At least 4.
Taken he doesn't go wild.
Yeah. But you guys might want to... if we get to that point, DM, or we can talk about that. Oh, sorry about Turb. I know they're a little weird.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed.
Yeah.
They're a little bigger than you. It was a little unexpected.
Yeah, it happens. Anyway, so how do you open the door?
The same way we went through it on the way out.
Oh. Jimothy, you seem so smart. I'm surprised you weren't able to figure it out yourself.
Well, it was insinuated that the door was not figured out, that it was opened. So, it had nothing to do with any of us.
Mm.
So we get back.
Well, I don't know. I'm like, so where's your clans?
Is that the gym?
Everyone, as we're in the cart.
Well, my folk hail from not far from here. I forget the name of the town, to be honest with you,
I
and
got
I
you.
don't have a world map to look, or I would look it up because I remember where about it was.
You should put the world map up, blood.
One sec.
No, right now.
There are other things going on. It's fine.
I'm being a butt. I promise.
Yeah, you jerk.
Snow shield.
Jerk face.
Snow
No
shield?
shield?
Snow shield was what we had decided.
Oh, that was not at all what I thought. But anyway, yeah, sounds good to me.
It sounds like a fantasy town, so it's perfect.
Yeah, we hail from Snow Shield, but
Oh.
Was it like a
For-
Greenland?
For
Or
your reference, Bull, that's on like the outer edge of this forest.
Oh, so you're just...
that
down
way.
south.
Yeah. As we're headed south right now. Yeah, that way.
I haven't been home in a long time, but absolutely.
Why don't you go? We're right here.
Why are you here with us instead of with yours?
Oh, they abandoned me.
Hmm.
Apparently I think what you'd say bad luck? Or they think so, like, we'll go hunting, and sometimes, I have my little fireball, and they'll kind of hold a firebolt in their hand, and that'll work fine, but if I want to do something a little bit more impressive or something more effective with, like, we're dealing with, like, a herd of boar, things tend to happen, and it doesn't always go too well. They'll run through water for me to lose their scent, or they'll cover me in honey and then get me near a bear. Bunch of stuff, typical Heart Clan stuff.
We come from very different clans.
About this
I
time,
can tell.
you guys are getting
You got no
back
scales.
you guys are getting back to the place where you fought the angels. Go ahead, and
Alright.
if you're going to be casting Detect Magic, give me that roll.
Bull will go to the spot where they were. Alright, I want you guys to stay here. I will call out to you if I need help or if nothing bad happens. Just in case. We don't need him going invisible, and Turb will come out if Turb comes.
We'll walk to the spot of where that last the broken parts of the Weeping Angel still there, or the fallen adventurers. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they will try to cast Tech Magic.
Okie dokie.
That is a success with a 19.
Good job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't... So, it's a radius of 30 feet.
Mm-hmm. But it lasts for 10 minutes, and he figures if we can just kind of walk around in this general forested area, we could find it, in theory. That's Bull's, like, search for tracks or some sort of, like, residue they might leave.
You guys can come. No one died and they're giant bees. Well, the statue's already dead or undead? Where am I?
Blood starts coming out of his nose from what we're thinking.
We walk over.
Looking around, I'm trying to look for any sort of path these Weeping Angels might have taken using, like, tracking skills as a hunter would or as a prey would trying to hide from a predator as a, undead statue.
Okay, give me, survival with advantage.
You got it. 22.
Nice.
Yeah, looking through the brush, you do find very, very faint tracks that you believe could have been left by, the things you fought. And upon
How
following
old?
them a little bit, not terribly. It could very well have been the one that booked it. Upon following the track a little bit of ways, you don't get really any pings off of your detect magic, but you do find kind of a steady route as you get further and further in the woods. That becomes a bit more clear as you keep going.
I'm following Bull. Just as I'm behind them.
As Bull stops, every couple of seconds, they will take out their meat cleaver sword and just like do soft hacks as if to try to casually mark the trail of where they've been so that they don't get lost.
Okay.
It looks more like there's a dead tree. They kind of cut it to make it look like maybe lightning struck or like a heavy bird knocked over a deer in a panic, like trying to make a subtle path to leave to go back if needed.
Yeah.
Selena would also have done what she's done previously, where she will take her glaive and drag the end of it to kind of leave a mud trail.
A little bit of a trail. Okay. Yeah, easily enough, you guys continue along this path, and it turns north, no longer going in a southern direction.
Weird.
Like in a U-turn? Or like a sharp, like...
Like, it had subtly been going from south to, like, an eastern kind of direction, and then it continues on, and you realize, I'm facing the opposite way right now. I'm not looking the way towards the town.
Trip, trail goes that way, but town's that way. If
Pretty
I
odd.
If I go the same direction they're going a little bit, just like another like 45, 50 feet,
Hmm.
do the trail returns, or is there any sort of sign or sight of it?
The trail keeps. I mean, there is still a trail to follow if you wish to.
Oh.
It's just
Oh, I thought-
going the opposite direction of what you thought it would be going, because it is not heading towards Dosman or back towards the town. It is heading north.
Is this
far.
like a walking trail, or is this like a path? Are we following tracks?
You're following tracks.
Okay. I think the way you said it for a second, I thought it was like an actual like
Sorry.
walking trail here. Like,
No.
oh, Bowl just continue following the tracks.
Okay. About how long would you keep following? Because I will tell you now,
Mm-hmm.
you can follow this trail for a while, and it doesn't seem to ever disappear. It keeps going further north.
Towards the Forbidden Woods.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Question,
It's a
DM.
point-
Oh, sorry. Let Brett think.
Probably an hour before Bowl would start to click what's going on, and then like turn back around and go back the direction to that spot where we turned. Are there
was
no
your-
other tracks? Yeah, go ahead, Mel.
Oh no, I was gonna let Bright get their question off really quick before we went to the next
Yeah.
one.
Would I be able to use my animal friendship, or like would I be able to sense if there are any other snakes in the area, like animal snakes?
Is there a thing to where you can sense snakes?
It's not that I can sense them, but I can speak with them. Like I have animal friendship specifically with snakes and snakes only. Which I think is hilarious.
So just
But also
casually you'll be
makes
wandering around and hear just a snake talking, or do you have to activate it?
I think I have to activate it, but
A snake. I'm a
some-
slippery
snake.
snake.
it's
A slithery
basic
snake.
animal friendship, but only for snakes.
Only for
So like
snakes.
if I can sense, like if I can like see that there are snakes or like signs of them, and like I don't like
I mean, so this
I
is
don't know.
basically a rainforest.
Yeah, there are snakes
so
everywhere.
there's tons of snakes.
There's lots of
Bulls-
snakes.
Bowles probably grabbed one and just as we were walking.
I
Hungry.
veto that. Absolutely not. No.
No,
No.
I can grow mushrooms out of my head. I teleport and an orc shows up in my place. But eating a snake raw as the line in the sand.
Absolutely
The
yes.
snake lady? Yes.
My immersion is ruined. I'm out of here.
Consider clutched. I am devastated. My
Here's the
brethren.
important question: is it what your character would do? Also, Tony, you're muted.
Oh, I'm not muted. I didn't say anything.
Tony was like, "This tracks. This is bull behavior."
I just mouthed the word devastated because I thought it was funny.
Do I make a roll to see if I see snake tracks?
Sure. Make an animal handling roll, I guess.
Okay, good. It's a wisdom thing. Okay. Natural 20.
Hey!
This is the most useless thing to get a natural 20 on.
You
I'm a
find
snake.
you find
get
a
into my
colony
Bitcoin?
of garter snakes. Sure, why
Oh.
not?
We're all playing WoW.
If a snake tries to sell you Bitcoin right now, fucking buy.
Bull will eat that snake.
Buy
No.
that tail coin to the moon.
I would rather you throw the snake in a random direction than eat it.
There is gonna be
It's
no
like-
eating of garter snakes on my nice Christian Minecraft server. No, no, no.
Tastes like chicken.
I don't
Your
fucking
Honor, there's
care.
no way it's nice.
Okay. I
It's
am
a
dude.
going
garter snake. It's nice
to
as fuck.
look at
Big
them
fish.
and cast animal friendship on the liveliest one, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
They're all just kind of. So, have you ever seen what a colony of garter snakes look like when they're peeking out of their little hole? They look
No.
like little mushrooms. They're so fucking cute.
that is adorable. So she will kind of go up to it and like kind of like put her hand out for it to kind of like crawl up her arm and like
Yeah, easily it'll
Uh,
slither up and like kind of wrap around
cool.
your wrist and kind of like do this like sitting up halfway thing, like, hi, hello.
Ooh. You are familiar with these paths, yes?
Yeah. There's a river down that way. And it like kind of like slinks its head off to the side a little. Has really good fish.
Is that the one that we just came from?
We were at a lake.
Oh,
River,
does
lake,
the
whatever.
river- Yeah. Well, I was wondering, have you been up this path? Like towards the north? I'll point in the direction that we were heading.
Once. There's no water that way. Everything
Were there any-
starts rotting.
Rotting. Did you feel sick when you went up there?
A little. I left. I didn't like it. It was bad.
Okay.
The stone
Um,
ones go that way.
The stone
I have-
ones?
I have a question. Are they talking in common, or are we just hearing?
I think it's just.
Yeah, I think it would just be. I mean, I'm assuming the snake is speaking in snake tongue. But I'm speaking in common. There
Oh, you're
is
not-
no specific snake language in D&D.
No,
Unless
You're
we
not part-
want to
It's mostly
flavor
like-
it that way.
It's mostly like telepathically, honestly.
Okay,
I-
gotcha.
Oh no.
I'll
parcel
say
tongue?
my parts out loud. So that way Bull can hear. I don't know who else followed, if anyone else followed us here.
No, I
or
think
if
it's the whole group, wasn't it?
I mean, y'all
Stitch
took
and
off,
Jim never
with,
said
and we never
anything.
got to say. I would have, but it would have interrupted your guys' sort of moment there. So
Oh, sorry.
I don't know if the GM wants to consider that or not.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
I assumed you followed them, but if you want to do something else, we can totally wreck on that.
No, I'm cool with that.
Stitch is like up a tree over on top of the fucking carriage, and you're just sitting next to it going, where the fuck did they go?
They
Follows
said they'd be right
trail.
back.
We lied.
It's been an hour. It's fine.
So we will go up there. So she'll ask, be like, how many went up there last time you noticed? Many
Last
or
time.
little?
Manny.
Many?
What?
More than you.
More than. Okay. Does anyone else have a question that they want to?
What do you? Oh,
This flicks its tongue out.
Sorry, I got distracted by. What?
Bull waved to the snake, realizing you're talking to it, because they thought you were just talking to yourself.
oh, what did it say?
It said that there were many of the stone people that went up this road. There's a perimeter. I'm interpreting this, but there's like a perimeter of rot and bad energy, so to
Well,
speak, to them.
That north that way is where the forbidden part of the forest is. You just don't go in there. Can
I
we?
would.
Hmm?
Yeah, it sounds a bit like we should probably go in there. And the
Has
reason
there?
it's forbidden may be the reason we need to go.
Maybe
It is not abjectly forbidden by any individual person. It is just known as a bad place to be because lots of undead are seen roaming there.
maybe the mayor made a decree and labeled it as forbidden because that's where they're hiding all their stuff. And
Ask if there's any like sheds or like
they didn't go
two-legged.
in it.
Well, but have they seen any like structures or like any like two-legged folk walking through here that look more like
Pointing to Jim.
Humans. Yeah. I'll relay that to the garter snake and ask and be like, did you see any people like him, and pointing to Jim, or anyone, any other
You're the
two-legged
first
people?
soft ones we've seen.
We're the first soft ones. Okay.
All the rest are
So.
stone or bone.
Or bones. Okay. Thank you for your help. I appreciate it. You're so sweet.
Yeah, no problem. You are too. You have a good day. And they like literally just kind of slither on down back into their little hole and like peep up with the rest of their little clan. Like boop boop boop.
Bull, seeing it, takes out their pamphlet, just begins to play a little bit to see if they do any sort of wiggle or dance.
That's
Um,
racist.
They kind of look around to the beat of it, but not really like moving.
oh.
Last time Bull played for the flute for snakes, they got up and danced like they had legs. I don't know what you expect from Bull.
Feywild, huzzah! That being said, with that information, can I get a perception check from everyone?
Oh no.
Heck yeah, you can.
$21.
14.
My passive is 19.
You were talking to a snake.
Does anyone want to roll for Thea?
I can, if someone pulls up her sheet, I can roll a dice.
Well,
I
I
can
will.
probably pull
I
up
will
her
pull up
sheet.
her sheet and roll
Oh,
a
let me
die
see what-
for them.
Oh, well.
Eh.
But otherwise, what I rolled
That's pretty
total
good.
was a 9.
Love it.
Their
Yeah.
perception was a 14.
Okay. And what was yours again, Jim?
14.
Cool. Stitch. While your companions are looking at each other, trying to decide upon their next move, you start hearing gravel moving behind you. No, not gravel. Stone. And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Not again.
Wow.
And the plot
Ambush
thickens some
part two.
more.
Thank you, Blood. Always good.
Very interesting.
Ta-da!
Yeah, I'm quite intrigued.
I have worked on this fucking campaign for a hot minute. I'm so glad we've gotten to this point. Only one more episode left of this specific campaign, and then we're picking up Tony's.
We are.
Maybe.
No. We'll pick up mine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting time, y'all. There'll be
It'll be
mysteries
so
to
much
solve.
fun.
There'll be all sorts of weird and eccentric events going on. So you'll for sure want to tune in for that. So
Sounds like Tony.
hell
Yes.
yeah!
Dun, 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 dun.
Of course, as always, come and check us out tomorrow night for Thirsty Gay Thursday, where we thirst our way across the Sword Coast, potentially. Depends on if we can get everyone in. If not, I don't know what we'll do. Something thirsty.
Something thirsty.
And then this week we have Rush and
Russian
something.
Punch.
Russian Punch.
Russian Punch.
On the one-shot Wonderarium.
Yeah, we once again I have talked a cool game designer into coming in and playtesting / debuting their game here for us. So we have Tomas Jimenez Rioja coming in to run their game Rush and Punch for us. We've got an awesome crew doing that. So get freaking excited. Because I'm very excited about it. We've also got some more stuff in the works. Y'all better buckle up for the Wonderarium, because I'm bringing the heat.
Exciting.
So much fun. And beyond that, are we picking back up Spawn Cap this week or next week?
Whichever. We need to talk about it.
We do. We'll let you know on our Twitter later this week if we're doing Spawn Camp or tomorrow. Somewhere we'll tell you. It'll be fine.
Scheduling things.
Yay!
Yeah.
We're just very lucky that we get the Wednesday night slot just cleared out. We're good.
Yeah.
As always, it has been such an amazing night playing this with you guys. And don't forget to come back with next week where we finish up this campaign. We'll see if my lovely little players can figure out what things are doing in my brain. Ooh.
You're not a player, you're a puppeteer. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Later, guys.
Bye-bye.